It was a big step for us because we had sponsored other riders before, but Carl was our first main guy in the BSB Championship, and he was supported by Honda, so it was the top team. So this was one of our first race suits that we did within our very early race department. When you look at it now, it's very flat. In those days, you know, the suits weren't very crafted or shaped, and there was just protectors in the elbows, the shoulders. We did double, triple stitch, we perforated the suit, and it was a super strong and safe suit. And Carl was really happy. You know, he'd worn other brands up until that point, and it was our first foray into doing custom race suits. He won the British Championship for us that year, and that was our first, I'd say, success. It was a fun memory because he was a good kid, and it was our first championship. We go on to this one, another real big milestone. So as much as that was our first British Championship, this suit here was our first World Championship. So Andrew Pitt, I remember him ringing me up. At that stage, he had already won a Supersport World Championship, and he was riding in the World Superbike Championship, and he said, I'm really interested in wearing RST. And at that stage, we were fairly early on in the development. And I said, look, Andrew, I'd love to work with you, but I'm not sure if we're ready to work in a World Championship. We chatted and he goes, you know what, he said, I get the feeling I can trust you and I want to work with you. On that, we shook hands and he became our first World Championship rider. You can see already the shape and the fit of the suit is more crafted. We were using 100% kangaroo, so the suits were lighter, they were more flexible. And Andrew won the championship that year. So this is the suit that we went on to the following year, and we made it with World Championship stripes, which is a bit of a nod towards cycling. And Andrew was a keen cyclist at that time, so we created the rainbow bands on his suit. A really good moment, a real part of the milestone in the history of RST. What we have here is one of my own suits. As we've developed RST, we've got our World Championship riders, but we evolve products a lot. And so a lot of the testing and the development has been done by suits that have been made for me. And I've been riding, racing, testing. This was, again, a full kangaroo suit, but you'll start to see the evolvement of the shapes of super pre-curved arm, carbon fiber sliders, C-arm in the elbows, the shoulders, the knees, small stretch panels, a super usable, really flexible suit. It's the design that I had in 2017. I used to have a white suit and a black suit, and I'd wear a white suit on the Saturday and a black suit on the Sunday. And in 2017, I did win the championship wearing the suit, and this suit evolved. Probably had about 4 different versions of this over the seasonal period, just changing small things in terms of the stretch, the cut, the arms. So that's a suit from my Super Twin Championship campaign. Moving on to the Suzuki suit here, we went for a really classic Suzuki 80s type era. The front looks okay, but the back is pretty beat up. It was in the middle of the night. And when you do race classic bikes, you know, the horrors of oil are always there, either coming out of your bike or somebody else's. In this occasion, it was oil from somebody else's bike and came to a fast left-hand corner, and before I knew it, it was tumbling through the ground. And it was actually, I remember it being quite a big knock and trying to pick the bike up, but it was only when I got back to the box and took my suit off that you could see it had taken quite a hammering. And then going on to this suit here, I have a real sort of soft spot for a Honda. The team put together the suit for me. Principally, this was done for the classic Bolt d'Or. So it was keeping a really nice retro style flair, but keeping the traditional Honda colorways to matching with a Honda RC30. So super cool bike, really nice looking suit. And then this is like a final evolvement. So what you've got in here is a full airbag suit. So you've got in-motion technology inside. You've got the new Tractic Evo style cuffs, plenty of stretch. In terms of the actual fit and the feature of the suit, the arms are super pre-curved, the legs are pre-curved. The fit, the safety, everything has just moved on and on and on. And ultimately, with the actual technology of having an airbag inside that suit, takes it to the next level. And probably in terms of designs, probably is my favorite suit. Matches, I have a matching helmet, and I do love the Honda colorway. So yeah, that's up there with my #1 favorite.